What's up everyone, welcome back to Ask Dan Anything, and today we have a question from my man James, and he's asking about giving. He asks, do you have any tips or advice on how to maintain a more consistent giving mindset? I find that I am only reminded of it when something goes wrong, and then in reflection I realize my actions were all about me. I didn't think about what they were really asking for, I wasn't listening. Well, James has partly answered his own question here, which is great. And so what we're talking about today is the value of giving. And so often this is confused with something that appears to be giving but is anything but. Well, a simple way to look at that is any giving with an expectation of return on investment, an expectation of reward or appreciation, is not really giving. It's loaning. You're putting the other person in debt where they owe you something. You're force-feeding them a debt, what Dr. Robert Glover refers to as a covert contract. So a lot of people think of giving, or think that they are giving, when all they're really doing is taking. They're using giving as a strategy to force the other person to give back to them. And we're going to have a look at what pure giving looks like and how to train yourself into being more giving. So it's probably impossible for a human to be altruistic, to be able to do something where there's no reward in it for them. Even something like throwing yourself in front of a bus to save a child is usually done with some sort of sense of reputation, of legacy. You will be remembered as the hero. And I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I think our drive to be rewarded by giving is what will help create a great community. And what I want to look at is the most pure way to do that. The way where the reward comes internally. Nobody else has to do anything. See, most people expect the reward to come from others. They expect to be paid or appreciated or approved of or valued or referred or whatever. There's something, a price that comes with their giving. So I've got 3 tips there from my book Nothing to Lose on how to give more consistently and freely. First one is to give anonymously. It's kind of like a training thing, though you can continue this forever if you want. The only way to make sure that giving can only be internally rewarded is to eliminate the opportunity for anyone to reciprocate, anybody to give you recognition or approval. So one way to do this is to give in a way where the other person cannot give back because they don't even know it was you that gave, or they don't know how to get in touch with you in any way. A great example, John Cooper talks about this with social artistry, is you can go up to a stranger, you can write them a nice note, something you noticed about them that you like, fold the note up, give them that note, and then walk away forever and never see that stranger again. And do this until you enjoy the writing of the note, of giving the person recognition before they've even received it. You walk away before they can even react, before they can even read it. I practice this one, not note giving, but giving compliments. Or recognition I should say, to strangers and then just walking away before they could even react. To practice just recognizing something in someone and giving to them. So the first one is give anonymously. Another way you can do this is to give behind someone's back. So you can talk someone down behind their back, you can also talk them up behind their back. Recommend them to friends, referrals, talk to your boss about how good they've been working and say, don't let them know that I said anything, but I just want you to know that they're awesome at this, that, and the other. This way, you're improving their life and they don't even see that influence happening. You just have to take joy in the very act of doing it. So giving anonymously is one. The second one is asking permission and guidance. So a lot of people help by imposing help on others. They call this giving, but really it's controlling. So if I come and tell you how to do something, or try and do it for you, I'm not really helping you, I'm forcing you to do things my way. So that's about controlling and manipulating you, that's not helping. Helping would be going to you and asking do you want my help, and how do you want my help? So ask permission saying, what can I do right now that you would consider giving? If I was to give to you right now, what would it look like? What would be best for you? And how do you want that served? And merely being the instrument of the giving rather than the creator of it. Let them tell you what they want and deliver it to them, even if it's not what you think is best. That's really giving. That's where you're not trying to impose yourself on them. You're trying to help them by doing what they ask for. So checking in that you have permission and their guidance on how they want to be given to, how they want to receive, is a huge one. And the third one, and this is one of my favorites, is give what you want to get. And this is a great one for managing neediness. So quite often the reason we give is because we're needy for something. We're actually using that giving as a manipulative tool to get, to receive, to trick the person into doing something for us. And one of the ways you can do that is actually to go ahead and give them the very thing you're trying to get from them. So let's say you're feeling needy for approval. You want someone to recognize you. Now normally what you might do is go help them without being asked and then expect them to say, good boy, what a good job. What you can do instead is skip straight ahead to the recognition, but you're the giver. So you can go up to them and say, hey, that's a good job. I like the way you did that. Give them that thing that you are needy about getting. Give them love, give them approval, give them validation, give them whatever it is you're seeking for yourself. And this can take different forms. One guy in a BROJO meeting, he asked, well, what if I want a hug? Should I just go hug a stranger? No, it's not about the hug, it's about what the hug represents. And that is love and approval. So go give love and approval in some other way, in whatever way suits the context. And that's where you can do the note thing. If you just wish that someone would come up to you and say, I like you, then go up to someone and truthfully say, I like you. Go and give what it is you wanted to get. Make it basically the theme of all of these things is that you get no recognition for being the creator of the giving. So therefore your brain must seek reward elsewhere, and the only way it can seek it elsewhere is to look within. So you start to enjoy the very act of giving. And I really want to emphasize they don't even have to appreciate the gift for you to enjoy giving. You can give without even seeing their reaction. And once you've trained yourself in this, once you practice this over and over again, you'll start to give just like dishing out money. You'll just start to throw giving out because you enjoy doing it. And then when people do start to reciprocate naturally, you can let them do so. You can receive as a form of giving. Is understanding that when you receive their gift, they get a reward. So you're actually giving all the time, even when you're receiving. So James, I hope that helps, and I hope that helps all of you who wish to become more genuinely giving and not so manipulative and self-deceiving. Like I said, check it out. I've got more details. I go into all of these concepts in detail in my book, Nothing to Lose. Send your questions through dan@brojo.co.nz. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and go give to someone right now. I'll catch you guys later.